Nephew, talk to me about how you're feeling about this.
Yeah, so Nash versus E Honda isn't a matchup you see very often, mostly because Nash just isn't a character you see very often, because 90% of the player base that played Nash dropped him back in Season 2 when his legs got cut off. What I think we can expect from the match, I think Nash actually has some really good zoning tools, especially in matchups where characters can't really get around his fireball that well. I think E Honda is going to have to either spend EX meter or his V trigger meter in order to chase Nash down, and Nash is going to be able to just V reversal away. So I think we're going to see a match where Gust is just going to have to chase Ronaldinho down the whole match and just make his chances count when he gets in.
Yeah, that makes sense. It sounds like it's going to be a game of resources. But I just want to give a big shout out to these players. Ronaldinho, like, he came out, it was 5 days after the mid-season patch when they had the CPT Brazil one, which he qualified from. So that patch drop, which actually gave him a lot more tools to quickly master. It gave him that Sobot buff, which is like the big one. So Nash already got a bunch of buffs in Season 5, including a 3-frame. He got more damage and a few other tools. But it was really cool to see him come out with that event and use the tools. It's all buffs, but even when you get buffs, sometimes you're a little bit unfamiliar with that situation. You might actually drop things because you're not expecting them to work in a certain way under pressure. But he came out, used those buffs to full advantage, and got the W. And Gust, man, that pressure he presents with the Honda, he got a lot of big wins in this region. This region is super strong. We've been seeing that since 2020. Gust getting wins over people like Jaleshe, who was become a staple to me in the FGC after his dominant performance in 2020. So I know it's going to be an explosive match. I want to see how the resources match up here. And it's just, we got Honda and Nash in the season finals. That's just great to see.
If you would have told me that, you know, before the patch dropped, I would have been like, you a liar. But guess what? Seeing this is going to be super sick. I got to give props to Gus because that's a smooth brain character right there. You know, don't take too much. But I feel like at a high level, Honda does take a little bit of work to get going. We see that with Gus. You know, he's very smart with the character. And I think if you've been with this character for this long, even after the nerfs have happened to him, like the damage reduction, things like that, off the V skill has been, you know, put away, you're probably out there, you know, knowing what to do with the character in terms of footsies and things like that. It's not all about the EX butt stuff and all that stuff like that. It's a lot more in store for Gust.
That's a lot of stuff like that, man. I do want to see how it plays out, to be honest with you. You know, I know that Nephew kind of laid the groundwork of how the matchup's going to go, but what happens if Honda happens to strike first? I want to know what's in store for Ronaldinho in terms of the defensive aspect. What happens if he doesn't even get to play that spacing game? And that's what we can look forward to the most.
You mentioned that he took down Jaleshe. He also took down Paulo Webb. He also took down Shades BR. He took down Davi Mika. He took down Niguinho Alex. He's a really strong Honda player, and what I like about his Honda style is that it's oftentimes pretty, maybe cautious. He's not as explosive. He's not as intense about maintaining pressure as some other Hondas. He's much more comfortable in neutral, which is part of why I think that he's okay in a matchup like this. But I guess we'll see. Let's go to the commentators for the action.
What's good, everyone? Wait, hold on real quick. You don't got like a bag of holding or some type of like roast beef gnome under there? You're gonna pull out a sandwich on me again, James, or what?
It's already
done.
You
already took it. Okay, you've a little taken the summons to the limit. I understand. Okay, James, fair enough. But yeah, I am very excited to welcome Brazil here for an exciting exhibition. Of course, it's going to be Gus versus Ronaldinho. And yeah, man, I'm very interested in see what Gus goes with, because the times I've seen Gus play this Honda, it's been the V trigger 2, the V skill 2. V skill 1 can nullify projectiles a little bit, which might be something to look at in the Nash matchup. But man, Ronaldinho has just been holding it down on this Nash time and time again, and we're going to see what happens. And it looks like Gus is going with V trigger 1 and V skill 1 instead.
Yep,
to clap those
for that reason.
Yeah.
And it's going to be interesting to me. You know, Brian F. was bringing up the fact that Ronaldinho actually just kind of won like right when the patch dropped, which means that his opponents might not have been ready to fight the character either. Now that they have a little bit more prep, perhaps they'll be able to handle this a little better. And I love how Gust is fighting this neutral right now against Ronaldinho.
Oh no, how unfortunate. V shift in the corner, V break out, get a little bit of breathing room. But yeah, it's already scary, and the anti-air headbutts making themselves known.
Right. Ooh, trade. But look at this, Gust backing off a little bit. There's that Sobat, very much improved Sobat. And there's the classic, the EX butt drop. When in doubt, EX butt drop will just be a great move to toss out.
Absolutely, and specifically with Gus, you got to watch out if he has meter, because if he makes you block light hands from like max range, he's willing to do the butt stuff all day. Be careful.
Yeah, it's such a great tool. I mean, a lot of times it looks like they're just kind of throwing it out, but what they're doing a lot of times trying to chase down back dashes. A lot of times you try to jump away from Honda, and that's why it works as well as it does.
Yeah, I've seen it bypass a projectile or two. I don't know, just because of the speed or the actual, you know. Oh, nice trade once again. Headbutt pushing him towards the corner.
Oh no, that was supposed to be a butt drop, I'm pretty sure. Might just not have been charged enough.
And that's going to be another key for Gust in this match, is being ready for the V-reversal out of the corner. Ronaldinho loves just blocking it out and looking for his V-reversal moment, and Gust is not giving that to him just yet.
There's that standing heavy punch into the hands. Oh, throwing out the armor.
And always when Nashers have their back against the wall, they wake up with that EX. Now in the corner, V-shift.
Oh, wasn't fast enough. Plus frames for Honda. Yep, goes right into the hand slap and then just catches him. I don't know what it was that Ronaldinho actually tried to do, jump, backdash, something, but he got caught.
And I love, after the throw tech situation, that EX butt slam. That is such a good option. So fast, closes the distance in an instant. And yeah, as you mentioned, if it lands in front, that's plus frames.
Yeah.
So it's still Honda's turn. Beautiful stuff from Gust.
+5 or something?
Yeah, some nonsense like that. +4, I think. One of those.
Man.
And yeah, as you heard David mention on the analyst desk, the last time these two faced, at least to FGCombo.com's history, Gust double jeopardied Ronaldinho at the BR Kumite.
Okay.
So definitely put him out of the tournament, as David mentioned, I believe 2-1 and 3-2. So close stats. But Gus has proven that he can get the job done up against Brazil's finest.
For sure. Oh, okay, yeah, not going to let him get away with that V-skill one. But this is going to be a clean jump in for Gus, but actually just went for the raw jump in into hand slap, and that was it.
When the Soba, you heard Brian highlight that as well. Buff normal from Nash. Might see that a little bit more going forward in this set.
Yeah, what was it? I think it was Momochi who said, like, after that got buffed, he, like, played online and did, like, 300 Sobats or something.
Beautiful overhead punish right there. Gus recognizing the distance, taking full advantage of it.
Keeping parts of that V-trigger. Still charged. There you go.
Don't try to check with that jab, and it is over just like that. One more backbreaker, the bear hugs.
Look, Honda is just, he's one of those characters that I think is super underrated in this game, but he also has that ability that you have to study this character. I call him one of the true knowledge check characters of this game. Because if you're not paying attention to how many hands he's doing, you're not sure if he's plus or minus, and so you really have to be paying attention.
Ooh, taking the fierce punishment. Yeah, unfortunate drop big time. Just V-reversals that off. Doesn't want to give him the plus frame. Still though, Ronaldinho showing some aggression, but Gus here, you can see after the hands, really likes that EX butt slam.
And yeah, actually one of the things that did hurt Honda a little bit was the V-shift mechanic. Because of that butt slam, a lot of times it was hard to tell what side it was going to hit on, but V-shift will handle both directions.
You see, but it's still such a good tool just to throw out forward advancing specials all day, every day.
Oh my God, he just walked up.
Yeah, and that's what happens, right? When you make your opponent afraid from a distance like that. Gus didn't even have EX bar, but he had conditioned Ronaldinho so much that you could start getting away with dash throws like that. I
can see St. Cola shaking his head right now at what I'm about to say, but as a grappler player, that's one of the greatest feelings, is to be able to walk up and 360 someone, because you know you scared them enough to stand still to get that command throw, and that feels great.
Yeah, and that's what Gus needs to keep on doing, getting in that range where he can threaten it with the forward advancing hands, the roundhouse, these different things that are going to make Ronaldinho hesitate.
And here we go. So Gust up 2-0 just like that. And, you know, obviously when we were watching Russia last night, Jamie, you know, was playing Honda in her grand finals match, switched to Luke. It's kind of sad to see that, but I'm glad to see Gust here representing this character, because like I said, I really feel like this character is so much stronger than the number of times we see the character in matches.
And yeah, you know, Ronaldinho with that V-trigger too, as well as the Soba buffs, has been really showcasing Nash as well. It's really dope to see both of these characters getting chopped. Ooh, don't think it's your turn just yet. Plus frame still, you got to hold this all the way to the corner.
Oh, man. Hand slap, hand slap, hand slap. Okay, goes for the full target combo. Oh no, this is dead right here.
Last break-in. Oh, headbutt. Didn't even have to spin a bar either going into the next round.
Whoever came up with the idea to let Honda's heavy punch at close range be cancelable like that, there's a lot of anti-Honda people out there who are not happy.
Great usage of the EX headbutt right there. I thought Gus was going to look for the stand heavy punch, but even better.
Oh, no!
Heartbreaking answer from Ronaldinho right there, just completely whiffing.
Yeah, it was such a good decision there, but unfortunately just moved a little too far forward. Again, the light hands, the medium hands, those are the plus ones. Heavy and EX hands are minus on block. Oh, again! Gus dropping that post-EX hand slap combo.
Yeah, the headbutt hasn't been working out. Yeah, you can see Gust actually willing to jump forward. You don't see that a lot from Hondas, to be honest. Going into the V trigger, so smart. Chases down the V shift as well. You ain't going nowhere. Remember what Macho Man said, I got you for 3 minutes. That's 3 games on the board already for Gust.
Man, Gust here definitely making the most out of this moment right here. Just showing the power of what Honda can do. And yeah, once you activate that V trigger 1 and you have the ability to armor through so many things, it gets so scary to press buttons against Honda. I love how they managed to translate that kind of fortress style of play that Honda had in old games here in Street Fighter 5.
Yeah, good recognition from Ronaldinho right there, right? He recognized that it was the heavy hands, which is the negative frame version. That's medium, yeah, so it's +1 still.
Good whiff punish, I think.
It's looking like it. The headbutts have been on point from Gust so far. Clapping up the sonic booms as well, making Ronaldinho think about it. Nice. Baits him right into a jump.
And Gust has been doing a good job mixing. He did that clap into the butt slap. He's been doing a good job mixing. Finally gets the post combo right there. But you know, he's been doing clap into nothing, clap into butt slam, clap into headbutt, clap into hands. By keeping it mixed up like that, Ronaldinho really doesn't know how to react after. See there, clap into nothing.
Yeah, it's just been weighing heavily on Ronaldinho's mental. You can tell he just hasn't gotten a read on Gust. Even that jump back, not going to be able to finish the job still on a pixel.
There we go, Ronaldinho getting one around here on the board here. He needs to get 1 game on the board here. Can't fall too far down. If he goes down 4-0, I mean, we could probably just call it it's good and done.
We're going to be throwing in some towels yet again if that's the case. But Ronaldinho, I mean, he's so good. One of Brazil's finest, one of the world's finest.
Nice.
I can't see him going quietly into the night right now. No stand fierce there.
And one of the scary things about that, too, is remember, Honda's building V-trigger every time he claps those fireballs like that.
Oh, beautiful right there. Recognizing the range, breaking the glass. Oh, after this, you're going to have the guess for game, fam, on the verge of stun, and there it is. Gus, you got the combo to finish the job?
Yeah, if he doesn't drop it this time, and he does get it. That's what he was supposed to be getting before that light kick in the head, but he kept missing the light kick. Not anymore. Gust here, 1 round away from going up 4-0.
Clapping him up again. There's so much momentum on Gust's side. There's the whiff punish, though.
Nice. And you know what? Gust has never fallen for that. I think Ronaldinho needs to actually go for some more throws. Really try to get Gust thinking about that, but the cross counter from that far heavy kick.
Yeah, you can see how good Gust is, and always ready for the reversals out of the corner as well. Oh, speaking of being ready for V-reversals.
And again, see, okay, there we go. Throw on the plus frames. This is important. Like I said, Ronaldinho really needs to establish that. We haven't even seen him being able to get that V skill 2 charged up at all with Nash.
Beautiful. Recognizing the hesitation of Gust, takes advantage of it. Oh, you ain't going nowhere again. Chasing down.
That's what I mean, man. It's so good at chasing down those jump backs.
And look, because he used that V reversal earlier, he needs a couple of sonic booms to be V skills to get that V trigger. He's got it now.
Watch out. He's got a super on deck, though. Oh!
Yeah, he already spent it now, so he doesn't got to worry about chip.
Ah, the overhead. I mean, that's the nice thing about that one, too, is he's also airborne. So you saw Honda there try to throw and just whiffed.
Yeah, well done from Ronaldinho. And that's the thing, right, is that he really is one of the world's best players, one of my favorite Nashes that I've ever seen touch Street Fighter 5. So I can't see him getting washed like that. I just can't, despite seeing, you know, the caliber of players we've seen get kind of mollywops in this, you know, regional finals or this season final celebration. Ronaldinho, different story.
Yeah. And I would love to see him be able to. Oh, no. Well,
all right, never mind.
Yeah.
Same story.
Could have just jumped in on. Yeah, you don't need 25% of your life to start this round. But again, you know, I would love to see Ronaldinho try to make this comeback, get it at least to 3-3, get ourselves. I said I want to see some matches go to game 9, and we have definitely not been getting that so far. Oh, there's the cross up this time.
Finally brings it out, just catching Ronaldinho off guard, but we got the corner now.
Ooh,
Couple of counter hits, caught him flinching. How many is that for flinching, bro? 7, 8?
We haven't seen much use out of that V-Trigger 2 from Ronaldinho yet, and now he's finally getting it here. He's still sitting on, you can see how slow it drains for Nash, so he can just be kind of patient.
Yeah, and he has that ability, once it activates, to just close the distance. This is why you see so much respect coming out.
Punish, but here we go. All right, opportunity now. Just gets him with the crouching medium kick. Yes, and keeps the pressure going in the corner. takes round number 1.
Yeah, I love him not being greedy right there, just taking the plus frames right into the stand. Medium punch again. Let's not give Gust an opportunity to do something. What a V-skill to the hands.
Yeah, I love this. I mean, look, Honda's V-skill 2 is really good.
Absolutely.
But the way that Gust is using V-skill 1 right now is so crucial to this matchup.
And that's just a testament to Gust as well. Oh, again, chasing down with the EX butt slam. Has him in the corner, but V-trigger activated.
Okay. Okay, goes for the reset, chops him out of the air.
That's what I've been waiting for.
The pork chop right out of the air. Not letting him get away with that moonsault slash.
And then, yeah, the V-skill is loaded up for now.
Punish.
Beautiful whiff punish. And, yeah, with that V-skill charged up.
This time goes for the throw. Ronaldinho, like I said, I feel like hasn't been going for enough throws. Like, oh, don't charge your V-trigger right there. I've got it on deck. I'm going to take game number 2, and there we go. 2-3 now. Getting ever so closer to tying this up.
Yes, hopefully we can keep the towels on the persons, you feel me? We don't got to throw them in just yet. Oh, man, Steve looking fly back there with the glasses. I see you. No, don't throw it just yet. Keep it on the person. Okay, we good. Yeah, Ronaldinho, man, I can see him. He's not going quietly into the knife for sure. Bouncing back, being ready for that V-trigger activation. You don't got to armor through the supers. You can't do that, fam.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, if Ronaldinho can keep this going, maybe he'll try to put on 3 pairs of shades to outdo Just a Kid right over there. So, you know, Just a Kid looking pretty smooth out there.
That's just how bright his future is, you feel me? He's got to put 2 sunglasses on. I see you, Just a Kid.
Future's so bright, gotta wear shades. All right, let's do this.
So now, Ronaldinho, starting off at a 3-0 deficit, has taken 2 games straight, so a little bit more momentum back in his corner here.
Interesting, not actually getting the combo off of that crush counter with the headbutt. A little too slow on that.
And again, just harassing from long distance. And yeah, that's kind of where he needs to throw fireballs, right? Outside of the range where V-skill into hands will not actually hit him,
right.
And then he can whip punish. Beautiful.
Yeah, but you got to be careful because then he might even be able to switch over to the heavy hands instead and catch you off guard. But of course, the heavy hands -2. Oh no! Air hit! So that means,
oh, that was rough. There was no way you were in a cop moving there.
Everybody got hit by that heavy kick. Everybody got hit by that.
Oh man, Ronaldinho coming through. Unfortunately for him, he just got caught flinching. It's real tough. When you see a man the size of Honda just come up like that, you ain't gonna stand still. You ain't gonna stand your ground.
It's so intimidating. Oh, okay, there we go. Gets the counter hit. Ronaldinho. Nope, that wasn't a counter hit. Wasn't gonna be able to combo off of that Sobot. But he's got the EX scythe out of the air.
I love Ronaldinho just waiting on the fireball right there, right? Because he had been throwing it outside of that range where the hands was whiffing. So that means Gust is gonna risk to jump in here and there.
Good block. Might have been able to get a better punish to that. Doesn't matter. Still has to go to... Oh, the ability to move while he neutral jumps and does the heavy punch. So good for Honda.
What kind of secret sumo technique is that, bruh? Man can just airwalk?
Okay. Just blocking, but that means the V-trigger is gone. So that's actually important now. Means you're a little bit more freed up to just go for the offense. A nice reaction to the neutral jump. And a lot of times when Honda jumps from that far away, you forget he can glide over. So you're like, he's too far away for me to anti-air, but Ronaldinho actually kept it in mind.
Oh, got caught reaching again. Taught a lesson right now.
That was a sick setup. Purposely whipping the button on the ground, the last hit of that target.
Yeah, but now Ronaldinho 1 round away from tying this up. Plus frames got caught. But checks the dash beautifully.
All right, charges up another V-skill. Now he's in. Ronaldinho looking really strong here. He's only got just a tiny chunk of life left to drain to get this to 3-3. I think it'll be the first 3-3 that we've had today.
We're able to V-shift away. Ronaldinho got plenty of meter as well, so even if Gust gets to that V-trigger, he can't just be freely using the headbutts.
Ooh! And again, when in doubt, throw that out. Just that EX butt slam, so strong of a move. Oh, the armor!
Just raw EX this time.
Trade. Okay, here we go. Plus frames, yeah, caught him jumping back. Still the throw, and there we go. Ronaldinho sneaking in there, catching Gust by surprise, and here we go. We got a 3-3. Am I getting my game 9 range? Am I getting my game 9?
I don't know, right? We started off with a 3-0. We got a 3-0 in response. Can the momentum stay in Ronaldinho's side? Do you think you're getting a game 9, James?
I believe. I believe.
I don't know. I feel
believe.
like Ronaldinho's running away with it, bro. I think he can't be stopped right now. Freight train status.
All right. Let's see if Ronaldinho can do this and take it 5 straight after going down 0-3.
We're going to find out. Yeah, you can see Gust has definitely been utilizing a lot more neutral jumps at that range where Ronaldinho has really starting to throw the fireballs to float forward and punish. It also will bait out Sobot kick, but instead of neutral jump from Ronaldinho.
Oh, man. Oh, what a whip punish on the hands. That's really brave there. Because sometimes it's hard to tell how long the hands are going to go for.
Man, look at the range on that Sobot. It's so threatening.
It's so good. The Sobat is so good. Out of there.
Oh, one of the rare instances where Gust is actually not ready for the V reversal out of the corner.
Yeah.
No V shift as well from Ronaldinho on the butt slam.
Probably wants to save a little bit of that meter as well, that V gauge meter. Oh, is he going to be able to make it through? Yes, in time. And now he's got the V trigger activated, but an empty jump into a throw. Catching Gust by surprise.
Gust got caught whiffing a button. I think they were just kind of scared that they would get punished for it, so blocking on the ground.
Feigning the full charge, it does become unblockable.
Beautiful. Ronaldinho can be able to close that out with the CA again. Neutral jumping his own style to kind of defeat what Gust is looking for in that same range, right? Didn't really catch what button he caught this time, but Gust has really been trying to bully in that scenario, trying to prevent Ronaldinho from getting the Nash game started. Great neutral jump to counter it.
Yeah, a lot of this match really has just been Ronaldinho really adjusting to Gust's timing, kind of knowing when he wants the headbutt so he gets the neutral jump, punishing, like, not in that situation, but punishing the hand slap a couple of times when it's whiffed.
Yeah, he's very cognizant of the range he needs to stand at, but that is being nullified right now. We got corner bully game V reversal out though. It's that secret weapon for Nash, and that has been so successful. Just barely missed that time, but the hand's still coming through.
Yeah, that bounce back off of the EX headbutt, like right there, makes it so hard to chase down and punish sometimes. All right, here we go, the activation plus frames. I like the idea of the V reversal, but it's not going to be able to hit him in time. He waited too long to do that V reversal. Oh, no, he drops the combo.
And that is such an important round to get for Gust, right? Ronaldinho taking 3 games straight, was very close to taking 4 and the lead in the set, but Gust now forcing a final round here for the lead.
Okay, blocks that again, plus frames again, going to the jab hands. Really nothing you can do about that.
Oh, nice! Stuffs him out the sky.
And it's good. See, there's some good matchup knowledge that standing medium kick able to punish the headbutt at those distances, just showing the niceness of Nash's kicks, having some decent range.
Barely at the end of the hands there. Yeah. Ronaldinho not trying to stick his hand in that blender.
Ooh, had Gust gone for the cross up there, but I don't think he was expecting the Sobat. He was definitely trying to jump in from the front. There it is again, the EX butt slam, chasing down, and here we go, the activation time.
Oh, try for a funky setup right there. Yeah. Hoping Ronaldinho got caught flinching, but he's just blocking it out, and he's very willing to do so. EX in response.
Plus frames again. Here we go. This time, Gust not trying to do much, but here we go. It's going to be good damage off of this. Into the reset.
Oh, what a challenge! Great stuff from Gust right there. Still reacting, not just letting him bully those plus frames for free. And a jump in, but he recovers in time.
He blocked? I thought that was the end. I thought that was done.
He must have just recovered in time. Oh, and the EX pop off once again. That's just how he gets down. Gust maintaining the lead, not letting Ronaldinho run away with it.
Honda with that EX butt slam, catching him.
My man Punk with the thumbs down. He don't like these random EX butt slams, B. Why are you just doing this in neutral? It's working. It's working.
Let me tell you something. There is no such thing as a random EX butt slam, okay? Every EX butt slam is a strategic and well-calculated decision.
Right.
Because there's never a wrong time to use that move, man. Let me tell you.
And Gust has just been abusing the plus frame version of it too, right? Usually staying in front. We saw him sneak in with a cross-up. And as we're dwindling down in this set, we got to keep an eye on that one more time, right? He's only got 2 more rounds to go to take the entire 5 first to 5. So because of that, I want to see if we are plotting on a cross-up butt slam here and there.
Yeah, try to catch him by surprise all of a sudden. Just go only cross-up. All right. Oh, he read it. Chased it down. And that's a loss of that bar. And look at this Gust trying to blow through this match right now. Oh, God.
Oh, and it is not your turn to do anything. Set point for Gust here.
Just one round away for Gust.
But Ronaldinho, he's got this character Nash, right? You can definitely slow the momentum down, kind of compose yourself. Don't get caught up in getting so antsy and trying to slobber knock with Honda.
No anti-air. No
good.
standing heavy punch. Here we go. I love that. Just headbutt out of there. Definitely had no intention of hitting. Was just to get out of there.
Oh no, then Ronaldinho still just so uncomfortable with these situations post butt slam. See the hands come out dashing afterwards, and no, again, his response just whips entirely.
And now goes for the throw. Yep, can't combo off of the fierce one. Here we go from the front. Oh, just goes for the jab into the hands. And now just one tiny chunk away. Can Ronaldinho make this comeback?
I want to see it. V-shift.
Too far away.
What a patience on the V-break to punish it. What in the world, just waking up with the crouch button like that?
Okay. Spending all the meter right now, getting the guaranteed damage, making Gust think about it this carefully. One hit, potentially dash up, the throw.
Oh.
He needs one more hit. Oh boy.
V-reversal. Oh, don't crack. Oh, beautiful stuff, Gust, once again. Having the headbutt armor on deck, you can't jump cross-ups on me, fam.
Yeah, and of course, that's just heavy punch, heavy kick activation. You can't take away the charge either. So he's like, you know what? No, I've got armor. I've got armor for days, son. And so, Ringe, we were both wrong.
Yeah, we thought we were going to get a game 9. I thought Ronaldinho was going to run away with it. But Gust actually bringing it back, not letting victory get snatched from him. Well done. I want to hear what the analyst desks have to say about that.
Let's go, Honda! Okay, all right. It was looking a little dire there for a little while, but Gust ended up making it work. Congrats to him for taking it right there in 5-3 set. Nephew, how do you feel about how that went?
So this is the kind of matchup where Honda's going to have to work his way in, and he doesn't really get that many chances, and he's going to have to, once he gets that one chance, just like really make it count. And I felt like Gust was really able to do that. He had the punishes on the V-shifts. Anytime that Ronaldinho wanted to V-reversal, I think he went for command grab. So he was just able to kind of get a read on each sequence and close out the round with like one opening.
Look, before I even talk about the game, can we at least acknowledge that we finally did not have a wash today for a set? That was the first set we've seen, I think, for the entire season finals where it was tied at some point and not just a complete blowout. So shout out to both Ronaldinho and Gust. But what I really noticed with that match was the resource management and how Honda just drains the resources that you have. You have to use V-meter to get them off you, either using the V-shift through things like EX butt splash or V-reversal to escape the hands pressure. And that really denied Ronaldinho his V-trigger too, because Ronaldinho is the quintessential V-trigger 2 Nash. He's the one who put that V-trigger on the map for me. Before that, it was all V-trigger 1 all the time. And you saw the rounds where he was actually able to close out was often with the offensive sequences from the V-trigger. But Honda, the pressure just denies that too often. He wasn't able to get enough damage momentum without that resource right there.
What a tasty match. I would love to take another bite. Please show me that Arby's meaty moment.
Arby's, we have the meats.
We're talking about meat. There's a lot in the bones of Honda. And we're talking about damage. That is there too as well. There's such a big damage differential between the two characters, but we got to give a lot of credit to Gust and how he brought it back from the brink. I thought this was going to be a wiping up by Ronaldinho, but it happened to be Gust coming back from the brink, and it all came down to dealing with Nash's tools. I mean, Nash has a lot of tools to stop Honda, and he was getting aggressive with it. And Gust decided to just play around the tendencies, not of the character, but also the player, and frustrate him, and then not being able to do the things that you want to do. Get the V-skills going and things like that. All that was not accessed at the end of the game.
And you were talking about the meats, right? There was a lot of roast beef for sure, but there was nothing cheesy about any of these moments. I gotta say, Gust played it out extremely well. I really wanted to see what that offensive capability was like, and we saw it right here and now. There was not a lot that Ronaldinho was able to do to stop this onslaught from the Honda pressure.
Yeah, I felt like there were moments that it seemed to me, or Ronaldinho was a little bit scared where he did not need to be. After Fierce Hands, it's not Honda's turn anymore, it's -2, and Ronaldinho backdashed out of those situations sometimes rather than pressuring, taking his turn. He was insistent on things like V shift. There's a great example right there where maybe it didn't need to happen. I felt like he gave up resources which can be really important as you were talking about. So I was a little surprised about how it went from that side, but I am at least happy that it was closer than we had seen before.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's been a long time coming that we finally had a competitive set here, but I think it was just the damage differential at the end of the day. Gust took that one pretty convincing in the end.
Earlier today, we showed off new cards that you can check out here. Secret Lair X Street Fighter. Your favorite Street Fighter characters are now available as Magic the Gathering cards. Again, we saw a bunch of them. We got Ken, we got Zangief, Dalsum, Guile, etc. Lots of them are there. Please check it out.
And of course, you guys have been checking out Gooder all day. And whether you're doling out hurricane kicks on screen or shadowboxing dragon punches outside, Game Gooder has you covered. With their wide range of sunnies and blue light blocking shades. You guys have seen it on all the members here from day 1 and in day 2. Everybody on the talent, the cast, etc. We've been rocking these Gooder sunglasses for a very good reason because, again, gamers go outside too.
We got some news about a dream collaboration between Street Fighter V and the mobile game King of Fighters All-Star. That collaboration will go live around the end of March. Tons of popular characters from Street Fighter V are joining King of Fighters All-Star as special fighters. You can look forward to an exclusive dungeon where Street Fighter V characters fight against KOF characters, exclusive battle cards, in-game events, and so much more. Ryu, Chun, and many more are being prepped for the collab content. Additional info will be revealed through the official King of Fighters media, so please look forward to that. Coming up next, we are going to have one that I know that we're all very much looking forward to. That's going to be Angry Bird versus Big Bird. Two of the best around are